The final minutes had arrived, and every possession carried huge importance. Atlanta tried to free Ryan Howard with a back screen, but her three-point attempt came up short and sailed out of bounds, giving Indiana the ball. It was one of the biggest defensive moments of the night. Earlier that morning, Kelsey Mitchell had talked about the importance of getting kills, meaning 3 straight defensive stops. That is exactly what the Fever delivered when it mattered most. They forced 3 consecutive empty possessions, including 2 shot clock violations, completely shifting the momentum in their favor. Howard had knocked down several difficult shots throughout the game, but Indiana refused to give her another clean look. Even after Atlanta briefly grabbed the lead and seemed to control the momentum, the Fever answered with outstanding defense and completely changed the game. One of the biggest reasons for that defensive stand was the preparation from Christy Sides and her coaching staff. While fans often focus on offensive plays coming out of timeouts, Indiana's defensive strategy was just as impressive. During shoot-around, the plan was to aggressively trap Ryan Howard whenever the shot clock dropped under 10 seconds, forcing someone else to make a play. That exact plan worked perfectly. The trap created a turnover, Indiana regained possession, and Kelsey Mitchell earned a trip to the free throw line. Now the Fever needed one more composed offensive possession. Atlanta had been switching every screen throughout the second half, so Indiana looked to create the matchup it wanted. The goal was simple: get Aliyah Boston inside against Parker Tyus and let their star forward take control. With just 1:09 remaining and Indiana protecting a 3-point lead while chasing its 4th win of the season, Caitlin Clark brought the ball up the floor with Ryan Howard waiting to defend her in a battle between 2 former #1 overall picks. Indiana nearly gave the ball away when the pass slipped behind Kelsey Mitchell, but she refused to let the mistake define the possession. Mitchell recovered the loose ball, immediately came up with a steal, raced the other way, and finished with a beautiful reverse layup that brought the crowd to its feet. It was a momentum-changing sequence and easily one of the biggest plays of the night. Because the officials ruled it a change of possession, the Fever received a fresh shot clock. Otherwise, Mitchell could have simply dribbled away more time. Instead, she turned the opportunity into 2 huge points. Atlanta answered when Ryan Howard attacked the basket, drew a foul, and calmly knocked down both free throws to trim the lead back to 3. With less than 40 seconds remaining, Christy Sides called Indiana's final full timeout to organize one last clutch possession. Both teams still had a reset timeout available, allowing them to advance the ball and make substitutions without holding another huddle. Atlanta was expected to turn up the pressure, looking for a steal or a deflection instead of fouling immediately because the game clock and shot clock were separated by about 15 seconds. Even Tyrese Halliburton, sitting courtside once again, watched closely as the tension continued to rise. Meanwhile, Aliyah Boston had already delivered one of the best performances of her young career with 25 points, just 2 away from matching her career high. The message inside the Indiana huddle was simple: execute every detail, cut with purpose, set solid screens, and stay composed. As Atlanta stepped up its pressure in the backcourt, the inbound pass found Caitlin Clark, setting the stage for another critical possession with the clock quickly winding down. Ryan Howard stayed locked onto Caitlin Clark as Kelsey Mitchell set the screen, forcing Atlanta into a switch. Indiana immediately attacked the mismatch by getting the ball inside to Aliyah Boston. Boston backed her defender down with 2 powerful dribbles, spun back over her left shoulder, and finished at the rim to tie her career high. It was a move she has practiced over and over during pre-game workouts, and it paid off at the biggest moment. There was contact on the play as well, and Indiana believed it easily could have been an and one. Atlanta quickly used its reset timeout to advance the ball and brought Erica Wheeler onto the floor for extra defense. On the inbound, Boston stepped in once again, knocking the pass loose before Wheeler helped create more pressure. Boston recovered the ball and pushed it ahead to Kelsey Mitchell, who was immediately wrapped up with a hard foul before she could score. Christy Sides wanted the officials to review the play for a possible flagrant, but the referees ruled it a common foul after deciding the defender had made a legitimate play on the ball. Mitchell calmly stepped to the free throw line and knocked down the important shots, stretching Indiana's lead to 3 possessions and putting Atlanta in a desperate situation. With no way to advance the basketball, Ryan Howard was forced to rush up the floor and launch a difficult off-balance 3 that never found the target. Fittingly, Aliyah Boston secured the final rebound, putting the finishing touch on one of the best performances of her career. Boston ended the night with 27 points and 13 rebounds as the Fever held off Atlanta's late comeback to earn their fourth victory of the season. Indiana dominated offensively in the first half, stayed composed when the pressure increased late, and closed the game with championship-level execution. 3 straight defensive stops, clutch free throws, and outstanding performances from Boston and Kelsey Mitchell proved to be the difference in a complete team victory.